There's another smartphone today. Not the freshest smartphone in the world, but a box that's been sitting there and I'm like, I gotta get to that one. It's a little bit different. It's got a little twist. So it is a smartphone that I want to check out, especially right now as I'm using the BlackBerry Key 2, you already knew that. Man, it's been a bit of a struggle. It's been a bit of a thing. Today we have a smartphone from another company who's kind of up against the wall a little bit. That is, of course, hTC. And these guys, much like BlackBerry, there's a storied history there. It's kind of a nice follow-up to the BlackBerry video. We have a couple of smartphone companies looking to regain their former glory in... Just cut it at glory. Regain their former glory. Can they do that? Obviously, this is not retail packaging here. This is a demo unit. Here's the device, Type-C headset, which is actually said to be pretty good. It features noise cancellation, which ain't bad for a freebie headset. Now, granted, it is USB Type-C because there is no headphone jack on this device. Okay, and you can just tell by looking at it, it's a higher quality earbud than what you're used to getting included in the box. We have the main attraction here. I'm gonna flip it over here and you're gonna find out that's what's special about it. It is transparent. I really like how they did it actually. Around the edges you have this mirrored bluish finish and then this gradual transparency leading up to the region around the fingerprint sensor. There's a lot of hype around this transparency concept. I do think it's cool. It's a bit Inspector Gadget. I like this. It's gonna catch some attention and it's different and I'm always up for different. Now on the side here, things get interesting. Those look like buttons, but they are not buttons. They do not depress at all, at least not physically. Instead, there's a little bit of haptic feedback. No moving parts there. You do get IP68, so you get a sealed off body and presumably something durable. The build quality here feels quite nice, in fact. It's got a nice kind of weight to it. On the bottom, you have a Type-C connector as well as your speaker. And then your SIM tray is over on the other side. Oh, hi there. You have dual front-facing cameras as well. It's not like one of them is wide and one of them is zoomed in or anything like that. It's going to be used for portrait data. I kind of wish there was a variance there. I'm always looking for a wider angle on the front camera because if I am gonna take a selfie, it's because I'm trying to capture like a bunch of people or something. A family gathering, a fun event, not just me posing. I mean, I can do that too though. So yeah, just more portrait mode. It's all the rage. Is it gonna really beat the software portrait mode of like the Pixel? No. So then do we need the lens? More lenses. Google would obviously disagree, though with the Pixel 3 coming up, we shall see. Did that rhyme? Disagree, we shall see. Do you see what I bring to the table? This table. Not for long, though. Okay, now this is also giving you a look at the bezel situation. Bit of a chin, bit of a forehead. I mean, I'm just gonna be honest with you because that's my job. This looks a little bit old-fashioned. Try out the whole new touch experience. Okay, all right, so it makes like a vibration when you press it. It's not satisfying. It's too much pressure, really. Oh, God. Not a huge fan. Still has squeeze, which I do like because it's an alternative input method. So you can see as I squeeze there, it's registering the squeeze. You can use that to trigger various things such as Google Assistant and so on. I'll take that feature. Got a blister from going too hard on the canoe. Like just like properly. This was the lake. This was me. And then this was me on the canoe. And then this was the blister. And that's a thumbs up. Because you're going to give me one. Yeah! Let's test this fingerprint. Not the fastest, but maybe 3, 2, 1. It's got a video transition on there, which makes it feel slower than it is. So it can kind of look smooth. But it's certainly not the fastest I've ever tried. This is not an OLED display, which is a little upsetting at this price point. This thing starts at like 800 bucks. This is Quad HD. It's a nice looking display. This is 6 inches, all right? And you're thinking, that's a pretty big display. The phone is not huge to hold though, because of the aspect ratio and also how thin the side bezels are. So it feels okay even with the whole chin, forehead scenario. Nonetheless, a pretty nice screen. So it has the Sense UI. You can see we got blink feed over to the left. It's a fairly lightweight skin on there. It still feels pretty quick. Processor in here, Snapdragon 845. It should be quick. So this is running Android 8, and it will be upgradable to Android P as well. Let's do the squeeze here. Squeeze. So you can set up the sensitivity for this squeeze effect so you don't trigger it accidentally depending on how hard you squeeze your phone. Allow. So, boom, camera. Squeeze to take a photo. It is taking a photo with the squeeze. I don't know, it is a weird kind of... It's a weird interaction. It's not like mind-blowing. I'm not like everything should have been like this forever. So one of these is 12 megapixels wide angle with hTC ultra pixel, bigger pixels, more light and so on, ultra pixel. And the other one is a 16 megapixel telephoto, so a little bit of zoom, optical zoom. So there's one, and there's two. Wow, actually, check out the detail, the dust on the bottle there. Hopefully you can pick that up. Pretty good image. That's the wider one there. So let's do this. Selfie mode. Oh, you know what though? There's a couple beard hairs there. I think you can go 1 for 1 on that bad boy. This selfie crushes the BlackBerry selfie from the last video. like it's honestly embarrassing. I love getting a little low end out of a smartphone speaker. Honestly, this seems weird, but probably my favorite feature of the phone is this sorta transparent backplate. Is that really enough? Like, I don't like these buttons. You got a slightly slower than usual fingerprint reader. The build quality feels really good. I'm having difficulty knowing who this phone is for. I don't think this phone's for anyone. It's kind of like, you can find options cheaper that are gonna do basically what this does. So now you gotta ask yourself, why are you going from like 500 bucks up to 800? What are you doing? You're squeezing your phone? Is that a $300 squeeze? Who's the one getting squeezed?